Welcome to New Orleans Way of Life. Welcome everybody. This is part 2 of the Bead Store haul unboxing. The order was so big that I decided to split it into 2 portions. So first up we have 8mm light red lamp work glass beads. And just a reminder, Bead Store means just that. Every lot is $1. And these red beads have a little gold flash in them, plus the foil in them. Really nice looking. And then we go to the 16mm black button lampwork glass bead. Got my fingerprints on it. But yes, nice, solid color. Yeah, I love these kind of beads. This is a 20 by 14mm inner black oval lampwork bead. And you can see how they did the swirling inside the bead. Creates like a layer in there. I really like these beads, this type of bead. Adds a lot of interest to a piece of jewelry. Then we have the 10mm black splatter lampwork glass beads. And these have some gold glitteriness in them. I really love that. Nothing like a little bit of glitter in your jewelry. And then we have the 12 by 10mm dark blue oval lampwork glass beads. And you can just barely see. They are so deep blue. You can just barely see into them. But they have a little foil in there to add some sheen. And they just look like big blue footballs. Oh, and I just love the shape of a bead. 18mm plum heart lampworks. And these have that swirl that I love so much in them. And I'm trying to stay away from the Ziplocs, but on these findings, it's kind of hard to do that. So the next thing up, and this is something that I've always loved since my childhood, is filigree metalwork in jewelry. And these are the 8mm gold tone filigree bead caps. And you get 50 of these for $1. You can't beat that in the hobby stores. So and then we go to the 4mm bead cap. Ziplocs, not hard to deal with here. Trying to get things in and out of them. But this is a much plainer type of open bead cap. Then we go to the 6mm filigree gold metal beads. I really like these guys. So they add a little bit of style and into bracelets and necklaces and even earrings. And then we go to the 6mm silver filigree. And then we go to the size of filigree bead that I really do not like, I found out. And these are the 4mm beads. It is so hard to go from one hole to the other on these without coming out the side or something like that with your beading wire or string. So I'm going to use those up as fast as I can and not order that size again. Takes too much time. And most of the time I do not use anything on the end of my my wire or string to bead with. So I found that most of the time I don't have any problems trying to get things through beads. It's just those particular filigrees. And these are the 4mm gold bead caps. 4mm? No, these are 6mm. I'm sorry about that. 6mm gold bead caps. And then we have the 8mm silver. Like I said, I love filigree. I guess it goes back to my heritage, because my grandparents on my mother's side were from the Azores, and my grandmother and my aunts and other family members had a lot of filigree jewelry. So yeah, my grandparents, they were immigrants. They came here right around as childs coming across the ocean from the Azores, from Portugal, as children, right around 1900. They were both born in 1893. And I make mention of them or my grandmother in these videos every so often, because she really taught me a lot about different things. anywhere from horticulture to craft work. She was a fantastic crochet, embroidery work. Okay, so next on the line are these are the 4mm gold and also silver crimp beads. I'm not going to bother taking these out of the bag. And then we have more filigree. These should be the 6mm. And we got 4mm silver. And then we have the spacer beads. The rondelle spacer beads. And these are 8mm. Let's see, that's the 8mm, and then these are the 6. Now, when I saw these in the dollar bead store, I went, I've got to get as many as I can, because I like when I give away or sell some of my jewelry, every single one of them goes in one of these organza bags. And unfortunately, there wasn't a large selection. Otherwise, I would have gotten green, yellow, and purple. But the closest I could come to purple was a light blue. So anyway, I got a huge amount of these. I like these little bags. They're great. And then we have the we're just gonna not bother taking these out. These are wire guardians. I use them on all my my wire beading. So they're great for saving the wire from wear and tear. So these, if I had known, could tell in the photos on the website what these looked like and everything. One of my pet peeves is you see how bent up these head pins are, and then one even has a stamp right in the middle of it. It creates a flat part of the pin. The other thing about these head pins, I really don't like these. These are not something I will ever purchase again. You see the end here, where what it does, you go up the stem and then the flat part goes off this direction. Say, I like it when the flat part is even up over the stem of the head pin, so that you have something on all sides of that pin, because otherwise beads can have a habit of going off center on your head pins, okay, and they'll tilt on here or something like that if they have any kind of a size of a hole on them. So, But you see how how straight that pin is. It takes a little bit of work to get these straightened up and stuff, especially if you have half a bag of them that are totally bent up and the like. So yeah, I'll go with other suppliers on these. These definitely are not a quality item as far as I'm concerned. Even at $1 per bag of those, it's not worth it. So then we go to crimp beads in silver and crimp tubes. And I decided to get some fun little charms when I saw these. Let's see here. Cowboy boots. These are great for little bracelet dangles and the like, little charms. I like them. They're cute. And then these starfish. Oh, I love these starfish. I love sea creatures. And you have places to put little rhinestones in if you want to. So they're smooth on one side and then they have the texture on the other. And then summer dresses. These were so cute. When I ordered these, Desiree was talking about getting some summer dresses for this coming summer. And when I saw them on the website, I gotta get some of those. And it looks like you can put some rhinestones here along the bottom, even up here on the top here. So, and that's how they look on the back side. But they're really cute. And then we have soccer balls. Now, when I first saw these, when I saw the picture, I'm thinking turtle shells, you know? And then I read the description, soccer balls. But I thought they were real cute. And they have no texture on the other side. It's always nice if you can get charms that have two-sided to them. That way but these are real nice charms. They're nice, heavy duty and everything. And a great design too. Now I got these toggles. I love toggle clasps for bracelets, especially. You can use them on necklaces too, but I prefer to use them on bracelets. Now these are supposed to be antique silver. They look more like they're a gunmetal finish to me. So, and then of course I had to get toggles in gold and silver. Now I like the texture on these here. And it's a two-sided texture. I wish the bars here had something more to them, but you know, what can I say? You can't have everything. But yeah, I love the actual hoop. It's got texture on both sides, which is really cool. And then these, well, even though we're approaching summer here, I just had to get these here. These were on clearance. They were really, really inexpensive. So, I mean, you get 3 of them for 45 cents. You can't beat that, really. And you have a place here to put like maybe a red rhinestone right there at the top of, or a gold rhinestone right at the top of the tree. So these will be good for this coming Christmas this year. And then last but not least, now, why anybody would dye turquoise nuggets rather than taking howlite? I'm thinking these are probably howlite nuggets. I can't imagine taking, nice sized nuggets like this of turquoise and dyeing it gray. I mean, I love the color, but why not use a palette more like and a less expensive item like howlite? So, but I had to get them because they were the right price. That's 2 strings for $1. So I couldn't beat that. And just a little item that I got off of Amazon from the AD Bead Store. I had to have garnet gemstone beads. I love garnets. And that probably goes back to my childhood. My parents had a friend that lived up in the foothills above Sacramento. Matter of fact, he's the one that helped my father get started in his plumbing business, because he was a contractor himself. And so he was very instrumental in helping my father. And he was a wonderful man. Boy, the stories he used to tell. But he lived on a piece of property, and there was a little mine on there, because he lived up in the foothills above Sacramento. And, of course, we all know about the gold rush of 1849. Well, it was up in the foothills where that happened, at Coloma Lotus. He lived in the Jackson area. And anyway, the mine on his property, he had a wall made out of garnet tailings, I guess you would call it. They were just basically nice size pieces of rock, and you could see the garnet crystals on them. None of the garnet was gem quality, but I asked him if I could have a couple just because of the gem formation, the crystal formation on the rocks. And that really is what got me started into mineralogy and stuff like that when I was a kid. So, but anyway, I got these. They were wonderful. So that does it for today. This was part 2 of the bead haul, and I thank you for coming to join me for this. And stay tuned for Lane. If you like our videos, hit the like button, and if you want to see future videos, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. and welcome to New Orleans Way of Life.